bring in our friend Shemaine Nugent. She's got a brand new book. It is called Killer House. She has talked about this killer house before on the program, so I want to hear about the book. And I also want to make sure, and there you go. Look at how beautiful that is. It looks like a nice house, but it sounds like there was something else going on. But I want to, in all seriousness, make sure you're watching Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern, Faith and Freedom. And that's what it's all about, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
We'll throw family in there as well. Shemaine, good morning. Welcome back.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We are fantastic. It's fantastic. Tell us about how the show's going, and what you're hearing from Real American Voices and why you wrote the book.
Oh, man. My show, Faith and Freedom, Sunday morning, 10 a.m., is on fire. We've had everybody from Kirk Cameron to Charlie Kirk to, of course, this guy that you know and love, the Motor City Madman, and so many others, Representative Byron Donalds, Anna Paulina Luna, so many great guests. I'm super excited that Real America's Voice gave me a platform where I'm not suppressed, I'm not shadow banned, and I'm not permanently suspended like I am on Twitter.
It's incredible, and just looking at you, and your book is amazing. It's been such a labor of love, I know, for you, and you're so beautiful, and you look so healthy, but it wasn't always that way for you. And this transformation that you've had, that this book, correlates to, has been pretty incredible, hasn't it?
Yes, it is a labor of love. I was once named Detroit's most physical female. I used to race motorcycles when I was a kid, super athlete, and met and married Ted, and we moved into a house that we didn't know had toxic mold between the walls. We never saw anything. We just kept getting sicker and sicker. And unfortunately, we had to get rid of our home. We had to walk away from our home with just the clothes on our back. And I was diagnosed with having pre-emphysema and 4 different types of mold in my bloodstream. So I wanted to write this book to prevent this happening to anyone else. It is written like a kind of a novel. It's a little bit memoir. It's not a lot of really difficult words like stachybotrys, although you should know that. Mold is prevalent. Yeah. And if you're taking any kind of medication for allergies, asthma, migraine, headaches, fibromyalgia, sore throat, anything including cancer can be attributed to toxic mold.
Wow.
Incredible.
Stachybotrys. We need to know that word.
Sorry.
Just the fact that you made it through. I'm trying to talk. There are so many people in the chat saying she's so beautiful, she's so sweet. And they're also saying that they sent questions to me that I haven't seen yet that they want to ask you. So I'm going to try to find those right now in the live chat because people really want to interact with you. But I want to talk quickly while I wait for that. You were just in Michigan with Uncle Ted. He was playing the Star Spangled Banner. We played it Monday morning here on the show. And he was with President Trump. Lay out the contrast of seeing President Trump up close. A lot of our viewers don't get to see him in person like you have. And you think about indictment after indictment being piled on him. He keeps going up in the polls. In person, when I've seen him recently, he looks as fired up as ever. And on the other side, you have this feeble old man who's hiding the fact that he and his son were allegedly taking bribes, cash bribes, when he was vice president of the United States. Talk about this campaign.
Imagine if it was, instead of Hunter Biden, it was Hunter Trump for some strange reason. I mean, the media would be going nuts. There would be a much different outcome from this. But yeah, we've had the privilege and the honor to spend a few days with President Trump. We went to the White House and had dinner with him and Kid Rock and Sarah Palin. And he really seems down to earth when you're talking with him one-on-one. He's very charismatic and energetic, and God bless him for doing what he's doing. He doesn't need to do this. He doesn't need to run again. He doesn't need to put his life on hold. And the reason they're going after him is because he is a threat, because he knows where the bodies are buried, because he has a lot of dirt on the deep state, and he is ready, willing, and able to expose it.
Yeah, and he speaks for all of us, I think, is the bottom line, too. And they don't want us to have free will and speak for ourselves and talk about things like faith and freedom and what you talk about on your show, Shemaine.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know my husband, Ted Nugent. You know him and love him. He's still on Twitter. I'm banned. I don't swear. I mean, I do occasionally, but never in public. And it's amazing. I think the reason, though, is they're going after Christians. They're going after the First Amendment. We don't have a First Amendment anymore. At least I don't in a lot of platforms. They're going after the Second Amendment, and next they're going after the Bible. We've already heard that AI wants to rewrite the Bible. What could go wrong? It's amazing that we're allowing them any privilege to take an inch because they're going to go a mile. We've seen it with the LGBTQ drag queen story time for kids, which didn't go over so well in Waco, Texas. We found out that the company that supported that drag queen story time in Waco, Texas was our pool cleaner. So we called them up and we canceled. And that's how we make a difference. It starts with you locally getting involved in what's going on in your community. We all have a part to play in this. And as Esther 4:14 says, perhaps we were born for such a time as this.
Wow.
Esther 4:14, my favorite Bible passage, my favorite. And Twinkle says, love, love, love you. Watch Faith and Freedom every Sunday.
Yeah, can we put that up, by the way? We've got it so that you'll remember. Take a screenshot of this. Shemaine, Faith and Freedom, Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here at Real America's Voice. Putting your money where your mouth is and telling the pool boy, we're not going to employ you anymore if you're doing that. I like to hear that. Here's the question. Proud American woman, I was in the live chat. Can Ted do a MAGA music fest in Michigan? So here's the deal. We are actually, with the Zen Master, our boss, talking off air about getting some of these MAGA rappers and other music. We just did a song with Carrie Lake, 81 Million Votes My Ass, which you may have heard.
Yes, I love it.
In Waco, when the president was there with you and Ted, and we interviewed you at that rally, he also played the J6 Prison Choir song that we put together here. So my question is, you don't have to give us all the details yet, but can we have a conversation about putting a MAGA music festival together with Uncle Ted and you front and center?
I would love it, but as you know, or maybe don't know, Ted is on his last tour this summer, and a lot of people said, yes, sure. Garth Brooks went on his last tour. Kiss went on their last tour, I think 20 years ago. But really, Ted is going on his last tour. It's only because he wants to spend more time at home with the dogs. And, after 50 years of doing this on the road, if he's playing 40 or 50 different cities, that means 40 or 50 different hotels, airplanes, and it just takes a toll. And he's 74. So my point is, if we can make it happen, we will make it happen, because there's nothing more important than supporting President Trump at this time, because he's the only one that can really drain the swamp.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe what a way to end the tour.
End the
we're not
tour.
asking for a tour, we're just asking for one concert.
One
Imagine
last
how
show.
epic that would be.
Maybe it is home of Michigan or Waco. Yeah, go ahead.
Amazing.
I'll let you guys put that together.
All right, we'll start doing it. In the meantime, I hope by the way, he's retiring not just to the dogs, but to this wonderful wife right there.
Love it.
Shemaine, check out our book, Killer House, and check out the show, Sundays at 10 a.m. Shemaine, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you.